Devin Christensen back with us this morning. Welcome, Devin, again.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you could come back. Like we were really getting into some really great discussions, and the discussion actually went on after we were off the air with our producer and everything last time. And so I'm really glad you were able to kind of get back over here to us. And it's been kind of cool ever since we talked. I've mentioned some of the, like some of your testimony, the sort of the dream. Like you acting on dreams and things like that to some people. And like I was sharing with you earlier, it's like, some people are like, oh, wow, that's super cool. And other people are like, how can I very quickly get out of this super weird conversation? So, but you were sharing with me some tips and tricks for talking to people about these kind of topics.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's, again, everybody's in a different place in life, right?
Yeah.
I found just in my travels that dreams is just a great way of, I don't know, it's like everybody has questions about them, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I've traveled different countries around the world, and it doesn't matter the culture, it doesn't matter the language, right? People have questions about the dreams they have. And so it's just a great way to start a conversation, and when you have answers and, you travel based on the dreams you have at night, right? That intrigues people. And so it kind of draws people in, and they start asking, but you do always get some reactions where people are like, oh, I don't know what to do with that, right? And so it's just usually when people have that reaction, but they're still engaged, right? You can tell. They're not just shut down and walking away. A lot of times I'll ask them, like, well, have you ever experienced sleep paralysis, right? Which is kind of the medical term for it, but it's this feeling where, you're asleep, and it's like sheer terror in the room, and it feels like something's either sitting on you or trying to choke you. And so I'll ask, and most people have experienced that in life. And so then I'll tell them, like, hey, do you want to know how, like, if that happens, how to get out of it? So that you don't just sit there awake, unable to move, feeling like there's fear. And I'll kind of walk them through this pretty easy process. And you'd be amazed at how many times, when people do have that kind of reaction of like, oh, this is weird, you bring that up and all of a sudden they're interested, right?
Well, I'm interested. So how is it what's the process for dealing with that?
It's really quite simple.
Okay.